Alright. It's Thursday, my dudes and dudettes, and everybody in between. Or there within, or there without. I'm just gonna start calling everybody comrade. That's easier. We're picking up with more Outer Worlds 2. Because I like the game so far. It's more Outer Worlds 1, which is good. So it's not blowing my socks off yet, but we're still pretty early in the game. We're also on very hard difficulties, so we're getting our ass kicked when we fight things. But I don't have the restriction of no companions this time, so it's a little bit easier. So far, they don't screw up my stealth, so that's been a positive. Let me continue where I left off, please. Hope you've been having a great week, and if you haven't been having a great week, I'm sorry to hear that. But I hope it picks up for you. Hey, Naru. What's up? Welcome in. It's good to see you. How have you been? Fuck, what were we doing? We were not dying to explosives. That's what we were doing. How's stream going? We just started, actually. So we haven't died yet, so that's, I guess, a good thing, huh? Glad to hear you're doing alright, though. What have you been up to lately? I haven't been able to catch too many of your streams.
Unexpected ingress discovered. This path may allow you to bypass many of the bridge's defenses, Commander.
Yeah, but it also, makes my screen all funny colored, so I think we might die. And, you know, I'm pretty averse to dying myself. I think this is poison. Okay, alright, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Yeah, we're about seven-ish hours into Outer Worlds 2. So far, it's pretty good. It's just more. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's interesting detail. The barbed wire actually deals damage. That's pretty cool. I got a bad feeling about this one. What is that? Hello. Oh, no, no, no! I didn't ask to jump. Okay, well, at least we didn't die. This is not... Just book it through there without dying, maybe? Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Hmm? You want to say hi to chat? Hmm? Can't really move the mic anymore. Speak up a little louder, son, so the chat can hear you. Hmm? No? Yeah. Yeah? Tell me more. Really? I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Yes, I am. We're not gonna regret it. Cool. Hopefully that was worth it. Whoa, what is that? Ooh, pretty sky. Love the colors. What is that? Nobody knows. Healing Zeranium exposure. You've been exposed to Zeranium. As you gain Zeranium exposure, your max toxicity is decreased, reducing your ability to use the medical inhaler without crashing. Visit a doctor in town to have them remove your Zeranium exposure for a fee. Ugh. So we got space cooties, is what you're telling me. sure is a whole lot of nothing out here, though. Probably on account of all the comments. I had these boots in Skyrim. I would have made getting up those mountains so much easier. So we want to get here, but we also need to get here eventually. And that's the relay. Oh, that's the relay that we saw across the. Also, whatever this thing is over here that we can investigate. And man, there's so many places we have to get. No, I'm not human. I've seen quite a few people play that lately. Sprat. Angry Sprat? Are we friendly, little Sprat? They ran off, so I guess it's freestyle. I like freestyle. Hey. Wear gun.
We're closed.
Yeah, it looks like you're out of business. What you got? The Order of the Ascendant strives to continually demonstrate that the truth of the universe lies within the purest of mathematics, the universal equation, a perfect mathematical expression that generates all of existence. Through its flawless calculation, all things are possible. As our knowledge of the equation grows, we asymptotically? Not familiar with that word. Approach the ideal state of ascendancy where we shall become one with the universe, or know the mind of the architect, if you will. Was the architect a being? Not in the same sense that you and I are, but that is of no matter, literally and figuratively. Like the terms in a formula, the architect is an abstraction of the mathematically perfect yet unknown energies that spawned the universe. We honor the 0 point of the grand plan with that name, as well as label the omega point of the equation with the same boundary expression. So let us give thanks to the architect for our part in the perfection of the grand plan, be it as an enlightened mathematician or simply a programmer of manual labor automechanicals. Honor the equation and architect with every action, no matter how mundane such action may feel. For every action is a step towards the eventual realization of the equation. If you fucking say so, bro. Give me your stuff. You don't really need it. Give me your stuff. I could really use it. Give me your shit. Alright, you. Speak.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
Oh, she sounds very sarcastic. I like it. I like it. You're a friend, aren't you?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
Do we be sympathetic or just shut the fuck up?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
Okay, maybe I should have intervened. Yeah, you'll have to excuse Niles. He is just upset. I'd say understandable.
It
Yeah,
is
she
of no matter,
tried
regardless.
to kill us.
I do not know where she is. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Oh, it's always fucking Victor. Victor's the guy who you accused her of conspiring with, right?
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Did she ramble on about the Sentinels versus the Cult of Corporatism serial a lot?
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Again?
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
Is it true that the Order helped? Oh, I'm missing Savannah's journal. Where the fuck was her journal then? I didn't see it laying around.
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me.
seems like a huge risk. The safe in her house was empty. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Yes, and I am shamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
What do you know about the box?
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
So I need this Victor cat. And if I want more, then I need her journal.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
What do you mean? I tried that, and she blew me up anyway. What the fuck? I'll see what
That's
she
all
has to
I
say
can
for
ask.
herself. Right, where is your journal? So I can snoop. Need to snoop dog. Let's see if there's something back. Probably not. When the hell were we supposed to remember? Her journal then? Unless there was a house missed. Let's go to the save first. What's supposed to be saved? Might unlock more bounties and stuff for us. More opportunity for EXP. More goodies. Really should have taken the crouch. Frickin' movement speed. This is pretty to look at. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. They'll probably kill me. But corporate trooper. Oh. Well, we shouldn't have to deal with them. At least I can. What up, fam?
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes.
Okay. Duly noted. Do you have free stuff for me? Yes, you do.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell her. But I do love bits. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps on something juicy.
Auntie's Choice Observational Report, Westport. Infrastructure state, moderate, low. Initial fighting caused substantial damage to Westport's infrastructure. They still have power, limited potable water, and passable fortifications. Worth noting that they are experiencing a severe shortage of auto mechanicals. Morale state moderate. Morale is holding in Westport. Subjects still believe that the Sovereign will swoop in and save them. This resolve seems rather fragile, though. A couple more hardships should shatter that resolve. This standoff is working against us. Vigilant Hogarth himself is preoccupied by some schism in local command. This type of internal conflict in the Protectorate chain of command should be exploited if at all possible. Ribbity dibbity. Stuff? Oh, come on. If you didn't want the stuff, you shouldn't have just... What's this? It appears that someone gave up halfway through a project. You have all the ingredients and parts needed to easily create several biomass grenades. But I don't have science or explosives. Because we're still a baby Eevee. We don't have... That's the observation again. Good stuffs. Just little baby Eevee. We don't have skill points yet.
I don't even want to think about the damage those crabbles are gonna do to my machines.
They're crabbles. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal. Only thing they're a danger to was us.
Yeah, you may have the right of it. I just ain't certain.
Boring. What's in here? Stealing? Why was the other stuff free then?
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it, even if Command has temporarily put the actual fighting to a stop.
Takes all sorts.
Okie dokie. Let's move. Ain't better sneak. Still detecting.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Dangerous enemies. Enemies with skulls next to the health bar are dangerous, signifying that you might be too underleveled to fight them. If you're having trouble overcoming them, try to gain a few levels before coming back. Like leaders or bosses, these enemies are resistant to certain powerful effects and must be dealt enough damage to make them weak first. Homicidally irritable employee. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're just gonna give them a wide berth. I do not need any homicidally irritable people in my life right now. As likely as they are to have goodies, those goodies are gonna have to wait. Hopefully there's no freaking like scouts or anything out here. That would suck. Usually alerting one unless they're far away. Alerts all of them. It's stormy. I wonder if it'll rain. That'd be pretty cool. I like how those clouds look. They're super neat. I don't really see anybody over here. Nothing's moving. Should be in the clear. so hard to not sit here and try to scan the bats. That's the. Huh? I saw that thing pop up. I don't know where that person was then. Well, I guess it could be a creature. Seems to be very few creatures around. I'm not super complaining. I do need some freaking EXP. Any goodies? No goodies here. Womp womp. Oh, the frickin' crabbles are here. Are you kidding me? Oh no, you don't see shit. You just fucking stay in your lane, buddy. Didn't sneak. Crabs are crazy. Is it alive? Oh, you don't see us. Sorry. Nothing to see here, buddy. Yeah, good thing that. I think our friends don't aggro. It actually makes me. It's not super realistic, but it's real annoying. Do you have anything off me? Meat. Arby's, we have the crap meat. Oh, the big ones are dead. That seems.
This looks like the place. Lord, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Yeah, let's hope he's here. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Thing to steal? I mean, acquire?
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
Well, are you gonna talk to each other?
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
No, we don't need to be antagonistic. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me you thought you were dead. Introduce me.
Zeb,
and we don't
this
have
is the
medical.
commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
We're working together to save Arcadia, cause I assume you'd support. You're just mad Niles has better, cooler friends now.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
You see, what had happened was... let Niles reply. Yeah, that's probably the best one. Being a little ungenerous. Watch how you speak to my friend. We don't need to get that defensive. He raises a good point. Why didn't you go and help him, Niles? No, we kind of talked about that. Could be worse. Could have left you floating in the dead of space for a decade. Oh, that's a fucking shot to the kidney if there ever was one.
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra? Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Maybe you'd like to rethink Niles off.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Haven't found a way to reach the Vox station yet, so it might take me a while.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
Do we have questions?
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct, and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. and my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
Let's see.
Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Got anything to learn?
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yes. Storekeeper clothing? Okie dokie, artichoke. So we need we don't actually have a fucking quest yet because we didn't. Man, that means we have to accept one of their fucking requests. Yeah, this probably means we'll get shot. I don't want that.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
Explore. Bring down the city more in a little bit.
Enriched natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign,
Huh.
devised the
Well,
paradigm.
at least it's not shooting water anymore.
Where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the
Nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm, and we would have to scramble for purpose and profit.
See who is it? Okay. Can't say no to free.
to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
Buildings.
As ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Well, I don't know that it would make generator station. Okay. I don't know if it would make the other game that much better, but having these damn boots in the other game would be phenomenal. Whoever you are, I appreciate your hospitality. Privet entries. Marshal Corbin's personal terminals. Horizon Point was a tragic loss for the Protectorate. To think that such a monumental achievement could be so rapidly undone by some unpatriotic, flat-footed outsiders can't allow the same fate to befall Arcadia. The Vigilance saw fit to save me from more severe mental refreshment or worse. Must have been for a reason. Perhaps it is to ensure the safety of the system and all of my fellow subjects. If I'm so fortunate, perhaps one day I'll even be able to avenge Horizon Point by punishing the ones responsible for its destruction, if the perpetrators themselves even live. Interesting. How many years has it been since the disaster, and yet I am still tormented by questions. The Protectorate is infallible. So how was the horizon point breached to begin with? How could our glorious system have come under attack from such chaos? No, these doubts are poison, the sign of a disordered mind. To believe the Protectorate could be better than it is would only be admitting its imperfection. Clearly, I am the one in error, failing to understand the Paradigm's grand design. God, these people are so freaking brainwashed. Montelli is under a great deal of pressure. That much is obvious. I've known Umberto a long time, and I've never seen him so persistently agitated, so changed. Far be it for me to question my decorated superior and friend, but I cannot help wondering what has him so surly of late. I suspect he is being asked to do things against his conscience, but what are these demands, and who are they coming from? Perhaps I will take this up with him during my next rotation at the office. Nothing else interesting here.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized
Yeah,
it.
what? We have food. Thank you.
The perfect ecosystem. The native
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystems, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But more than
The system provides the duty. Alright, what got going on here? For use by duly authorized personnel only, interference with ongoing broadcasts is strictly forbidden. Inspect it. The interface for the loudspeaker system in Westport allows authorized Protectorate subjects to update which audio cartridges play. Interesting.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
Yeah, watch your neighbors, don't watch me. Certainly not robbing you blind of anything that might be
So much dust and debris during the attack. It still hurts to breathe.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
The Sovereign really does think of everything.
Look how they don't give enough shit about bits to just leave them laying around. That makes me happy. I guess I should really little bright red stealing and stuff. The seawater desalination purification system is operating at its baseline level of flawless automechanical efficiency. Much like all aspects of Protectorate society, it is perfect. Cistern water quality exceeds maximum standards of potability. Subjects may drink, bathe, recreate, and irrigate without care or restraint. Glory to the sun. The seawall is breached. The cistern is contaminated with elevated levels of salinity. Although currently overwhelmed, the purifiers will compensate. Without question, the system abides in all things, and soon the reservoir will run clear again, not today though. Until the purification system rights itself, bottled beverages remain the prudent option for healthful hydration. Only days after the seawall breach, the water desalination purification system has returned to pre-invasion levels of efficiency. Reservoir quality is approaching semi-potability, suitable for irrigation and bathing spritz. This recovery of the purification system was never in doubt. In case of events righting themselves, the system truly does abide. Huh. Anything else to do here?
Right now, the Paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short
Word on the
swing
wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us, sociolo.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
Cool. What the void happened here?
You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again.
Damn, shame. Best of
All right.
luck.
Well, don't let me keep you.
What? We can't, like, offer to help or anything? We're just like, nah, fam. I don't want any of your problems.
My
Yeah, you don't
body
need
is
these
covered in
medicines anyway.
burns acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water and float over my former house.
Wait, did they get rid of... They did get rid of weight. Yeah, it seems like there's no weight. That's awesome.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do
I don't think that's how that works, man. Song revenge. Smelly one. What's up, Neil? I think Sky's laying down. The weather's been kind of shit for her. And her asthma. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. There's something going on with the cats, so. Alright. Doesn't seem to be anything in here. Well, that's. Maybe just. This door is. Oh, good. Sorry. That door's inaccessible. Vigilant numbnuts. Okay, let's continue looking Shotgun, designator light revolver, short rounds. Weak spot hits mark your target, making them a priority to companions and increase the damage they take. Also increases weak spot damage in general. Oh, okay. Oh, and we got a card. Something. Oh, the broadcast facility. Well, seeing as how we picked our way into there. Upgrade weapons? No, let's see. It appears the only working power source of the Protectorate settlement of Westport. If this generator were to be damaged, it is unlikely the locals here would be able to continue powering their remaining population of automechanical. Nice. So this is the thing they want us to... I think that's ads. I think I saw, yeah, that's ads. We'll take a quick break. I owe Sakai, I think, a blank. Okay. So I'll go do that. And unfortunately, I'll have to put up with some ad droids probably. Thank you for your patience. We'll be back short. Oh. I should have waited. That was... Oh. Still too soon after eating, apparently. That does not feel good. But welcome back from the asteroids. Okay, time.
Executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly
Alright, let's go talk to this ding dong over here and see what he's got to say for himself.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
I see you found out that using retaining walls to hold back an ocean rarely ends well.
I beg to differ. Those walls have stood for over a century and would easily have stood for another, were it not for Auntie's greed and envy and explosives.
I'm sure staying in the ruins of your city will show them. Well, we don't need to be that snarky. Just how are you so much better than they are?
Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all, unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
Does everyone feel that way? What about the people at the bottom of your society? Perfect structure for the rich, maybe. I doubt the lower class thinks it's so perfect. But there is no room for personal freedom in your society. No offense, but if it's so perfect, how did Auntie's choice invade so easily?
They love it as much as I. We care for everyone. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor through our perfection of auto-mechanical technology. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, auto-mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
They'll regret your reprieve exactly?
If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Half the town is presently underwater. No getting around that.
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try.
Your dedication to your people is inspiring. I'll get those parts for you. I mean, there's still mind-controlling weirdos.
That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer.
You have intimate knowledge of the Vox's stations working?
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there. Once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill
Pursuing a malefactor.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice.
Farewell now.
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it.
Welcome back.
Doing your job with pride.
I didn't go anywhere.
On your neighbors.
Yet.
Same as ever. But prudence we give it a little extra added
I think
zeal
this
for
water
now,
is probably
just to
death.
offset any minor disruption.
Outsider.
You don't have a problem with that, right?
Stranger?
I get it, I'm strange. What do you mean? What's going on here? Oh. More stuff and things. I love it. Huh? Did I hear somebody? Surely that one did. +5 max health. Hell yeah. Okay, so they made baseball cards more than just intended for washing, drinking, and cooking purposes. Introduction of foreign contaminants strictly forbidden. Man. So we really want to fucking get rid of these people. There are multiple diabolical ways to do it, apparently.
Trust the plan, observe set progress, stay in the system.
This is a tough choice. Honestly, if neither could win, that would be ideal for me. Huh?
Wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid.
The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Bad knees. Years spent crouching have really done a number on your knees. They ache and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can ignore the pain. Flaws cannot be removed. Effect: plus 50% crouch speed. Crouching emits a 10-meter radius sound that hostiles can hear and investigate. See, the way that's worded makes me think that it's only when you crouch, like when you push the crouch button. So it's probably okay? Man, how bad do we want 50% crouch speed, though? Because, I mean, that can be pretty significant. 10 meters is pretty wide. Yeah, it says as long as they ache and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can ignore the pain. We risk it for the biscuit. Fuck it.
I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
I recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with
Find
and
ARC
through
access
the sovereign,
credentials.
devised the paradigm,
Search
a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces
Almost missed the routine search.
Let's go back to the ship real quick, because we have an auto dock there that'll get rid of our toxicity. Or our poisoning, or whatever. Might as well. Something. Ursapod, biological. Let's see. So maybe. Right. Hopefully this takes us to the top and not the bottom. It does. so we saw what happens. Yeah, we did. Yeah, because we got in there through the top. Yep, I remember. And the way to get out was through the platform. Enemies. There's far less enemies. Not really any enemies. Timo. Okay. You sing the song here. This leads around to the left. Yeah, so look at Skyrim. Maybe. Oh, maybe, baby. No, 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 no. We've all will die. Yeah, we've all will die. Climb, Seraphine. Oh, there's an invisible wall. Baby, baby.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Now would be good.
Emergency protocols ready.
I can't even help me out. Where'd the other one go?
Ready to assist with agent's health needs. Recalibrating your weapon's sighting mechanism.
Camouflage raffles, huh? That's a terrifying thing. At least I can still hit me, but it's still. He was just sitting there. I never.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched by this war.
Sequencing attack strategies.
What's this low volume? Probably just because I'm a little leaned back and the chair or the table isn't too close. How's that? Better? Also, good day, Ravi. Hope you're doing alright, bud.
Knew you had my back.
Way better. You're way better. No, you. Oh, shit. Man. They aren't just asleep, are they? No. Okay, let's... Here's something banging. Don't really care for that. Big bit of fire. Provisions dispenser, plasma soak, $1,000? Grand. Shock grenades? Okay, we'll take that. We already do we not already know this one? Mag pick. Grenades. So how's the sequel so far? I'm liking it. I don't currently have anything bad to say about it. Except the fact that I have been unable to find a sniper rifle. So far, that part is a 0 out of 10. Closest I've gotten is this marksman rifle, but it's kind of mid. So, the closest thing I've got is this, marksman rifle is what it's called. This thing. It's a repeating rifle. So, not great, not bad. They've changed up how mods work. Kind of, not really, like... I don't know, things have minor changes to them. Not bad. Just different. Barrack observational report. Moore made what he likely thought was a joke in the barracks. During this refrain, he slyly referenced a document that, as yet, remained uncensored on his terminal. Whether this lapse was caused by sheer hubris or the subconscious seed of antisocial behavior is unknown. Nevertheless, it is a clear violation of the trust placed upon him by the Council. Recommended mental refreshment followed by transfer to another division. Johnson spoke in his sleep last night, words that sounded vaguely of his duties within the ministry. This may show a proclivity toward either unwitting disclosure or deep-rooted discontent. Recommend mental refreshment. Fair enough, it kind of looks the same, mostly just because the first was just so damn pretty already. Yeah. It looks very much the same. It feels like the same, like playing it feels the same so far. Which isn't a negative to it, right? Probably one of the only criticisms to the first game was the systems were shallow. And the game was pretty short too, even if you did all the side content. But supposedly all the systems are much more robust now. So yeah, we're about 8.5 hours in so far. And I'd say if you liked the first one, you'll continue to like this one. And the ambiguity of who's the bad guy, who's the good guy continues. So far it's, without getting into spoiler territory, Auntie's Choice. Yes, you heard me correctly. Auntie's Choice has invaded this called the Proctorate, and they are basically a brainwashed society. Yeah, basically a brainwashed society. So, as you can tell by the mental refreshment recommendations here. Adams confessed that he's having trouble sleeping because he can't stop thinking about being watched through the newly installed two-way glass. Undoubtedly, this is a sign of a guilty conscience. Recommend mental refreshment.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day.
Spaldered uniform. DR. 10%. Ooh. It's just a worry because in between Outer Worlds they made Avowed. I would say so far I have not noticed any lack of quality. Oh, we already have a grit enhancing. Hearing people shooting, but I can't tell where it's coming from.
Engaging hostile lifelines.
Peacekeeper armor, huh? But yeah, so far the systems are mostly the same. keep hitting plus instead, or the start instead of the menu button. Can I compare this to what I'm... Okay, so 2 less DR, but a better passive. Yes, I mean, so far so good, man. I am liking it. I can't show it yet because the page shows like personal info, but I even got an early Christmas gift for myself. It should be here in about 3 weeks, they said, and it's Outer Worlds based. Like it's themed Outer Worlds. When it comes in, just get used to my low volume, bro. Sheesh. Oh, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but we have a double jump in Outer Worlds. Yep, I got myself something Outer Worlds themed. I think it's pretty cool. We have a double jump now, Revy. We still can't Skyrim our way over mountains, unfortunately. There's still invisible walls in places. Yep, that's exactly right. Now, it's not infallible, right? There's still invisible walls on certain things that will push you off. And jumping down from cliffs still has the innate problem of yeeting you 500 feet forward because of momentum. Inez, what's up?
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
You look a little disappointed.
Not obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment.
Oh, that's a good line. Oh my gosh, that's a good line. What in the me is wrong with your arm?
Mind yourself now. I don't know my life story to someone I ain't even properly acquainted with. What is it you're doing round here?
We only have 2 companions so far. We start with 2. One's a human called Niles. He was on our original team at the start of the game. That something went very awry. And we have a robot who is kind of like the medic. We haven't really met too many Parvati types yet. Leader of Westport asked me to find something here. Oh, Revy's Parvati? Hell yeah. Would. I mean, what?
Huh. I heard there were some survivors still holed up over there. I can understand them looking for help, though how this place could provide that? I ain't claiming to know. I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice, former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. So long as you don't impede my work or break the stalemate we got on this island, I think we'll get along all right. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the wraps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none.
Don't think I've ever met a grafted soldier before.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
Not making fun, just conversation.
Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
And now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong? Is that about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
She had a run-in with frickin' what's his Godric? You mentioned Enhanced Soldier Division. Couldn't they help you?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Have you asked her for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
I hope things work out for you. Maybe I'll see you around. Surely a contract can't stop you from looking after your health. You try kissing the graft. You make it sound like you'll kill over any minute. Then I guess you're screwed.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
If a contract is stopping you, then go independent. How bad could it be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
You've been in this position
Ain't
before?
easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
Well, shit. I don't feel like I picked any wrong dialogue choices.
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Well, Lux is on your side, because...
Or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
We might be able to change that, buddy. The door is barred shut. Does that mean they serve drinks in there?
Confronting threat. Standing by with life support.
How did he die again already?
Knew you had my back.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Don't walk in front of me.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Val.
Knew you had my back.
Who walks in front of the sniper? I mean, come on. Man, the rats did a fucking number on this place. Holy shit. Nothing else shiny. Here. Shiny? Oh, I picked up a pretty interesting trait, Revy. Where will it show it? Here? Or a flaw, rather. So it says, years spent crouching have really done a number on your knees. They ache and squeak, but as long as you stay crouching, you can ignore the pain. Plus 50% crouch speed. Crouching emits a 10-meter radius sound that hostiles can hear and investigate. So... can you hear it? Yeah, me too. Except I don't crouch all that fast. So I only got the flaw, I guess. Oh, and they kind of revamped junk too. There's a crafting thing now. Our records, you're in construction though. We have the builder squat. Yeah, that's true. It's facts. I haven't figured out if there's weapon upgrading yet outside of mods. Because it's not at the workshop yet, if it is a thing still, but there's a whole crafting, like, system now. I don't know why you would ever need to craft ammo, but that's a thing. And you craft mods now. Some other stuff you craft, like grenades, there's throwables. This one. I spied 2 sentinels wrestling with my automechs last night. Upon their leave, I found a new data recorder hidden beneath the main sensor lens. I'm perplexed as to their intention. They must know I would have found the recorder eventually. What's more, they're sentinels. They could simply request the primary data device if they had them a mind to. I think the first one had crafting bullets. It was never used. Did it? Did it? I don't think so. Maybe? I didn't play it all that long ago. You'd think I would remember something like that. Oh my gosh, this thing is long. That's what she said. A wise man fears anything that would label him unfaithful, and historically I would apply that moniker to Alphonse Schultz. But it now seems he fears nothing, for he has recently spoken out in outrageous and unseemly manner. It matters not what occupation your youth prepared you for. The sovereign sees your best course for the whole of the protectorate. It matters not if you find the work distasteful, or tedious, or difficult. You do it with pride for the sake of the protectorate. You do not tell the 24 children you are teaching that you've been demoted to a glorified sprat wrangler. Matriarch, help us. I was inspired to hear Alphonse Schultz tell the children in his charge how incredibly excited he was to begin his new work, tending to a portion of the colony's micro-cattle. It speaks volumes to the validity of the paradigm to have such a learned man see the value in such a dramatic change of profession. Following retreat from Fairfield, 3 dead, 6 missing, 1 wounded, 10 active. Unit cohesion broken, morale low, awaiting instructions. Rearward, advance successful. 10 soldiers in unit active and unharmed. To be fair, it's so useless I can only barely remember it, probably as much as you remember it not being there. Yeah, probably. 6 are still in the field conducting harassing actions. 1 wounded, 3 paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect the rallying maneuver. Morale is high. Nevertheless, my personal role in the loss of Fairfield is undeniable. I, Warden Pascal Calvert, request my punishment be commiserate with the failures of my duty to the sovereign. So yeah, we are stuck between leveling up. Ooh. Man, we are locked behind so much shit. Let's do... Damn, we have no speech, no science, no medical, no explosives. Let's do this and this. This? Maybe? Perky turkey. Oh, you can favorite perks now, so I kind of have a build going. Tracker would be good. Ghost would be good. Oh, I need to get up lockpick too then. Fuck. I need suppressionist as well, but that takes a lot of points. But I think we'll start with... both of these are pretty good for us early. We'll take this one for now.
Engaging all hostiles.
Appreciate a
Well, you can't find it on the wiki, so you're probably right. It wasn't in the first game. I mean...
An alarming amount of fluid.
Oh my gosh. What? Why? Can you not do that?
Health benefits available at your request. Unit is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Biomass, more like bio-ass. What? Okay, let's read this thingy. The following reports are unsanitized and must be assigned to personnel. Do not let this information leave the ministry without undergoing a sanitation pass, secondary sanitation pass, and a supervisory review. Please select the report you wish to review. Fairfield under siege. Raptidons are encroaching on Fairfield's borders and hunting its citizens for sport. Our resources are spread thin, and what firepower we possess has not risen to the standard of suppressing this terrible scourge. Currently, we do not have a plan for their eradication, as all of the planners have been viciously consumed, their bones picked clean and blood staining the soil of these hostile lands. Emphasize that the monsters wreaking havoc across this prosperous island are confirmed to have been unleashed by Auntie's choice. Remind the people who is responsible, and assure them that the Sovereign will quickly gain control of the situation. Let it also be known that the mental pods littering the plains are likely vessels for Raptidon delivery. Steer clear if any of these are spotted. A group of researchers known internally as Crabble enthusiasts vanished while in pursuit of the fabled skeleton crabble on the coasts of Paradise Island. Their families fear the worst. If the legend of the skeleton crabble are to be believed, they died in a most gruesome and painful fashion, their final breaths wasted on dishonorable shrieks of agony, pleading for help that never came. Please do not speculate on the fate of the missing researchers. Our remaining scientists must remain focused and untroubled by the wayward actions of their fellows. We also do not wish to encourage fables of cryptozoology, which will only stoke interest rather than avoidance. Any discussion of the Order of the Ascendant is to be altered to verbosely acknowledge that it is to be opposed by the Protectorate at every turn. Any text, data, or intelligence that shows indifference, or worse, potentially praising, the Order is to be corrected and its author or authors is to be immediately remanded to mental refreshment. Those subjects lost in the tragic natural disaster that enveloped Horizon Point, including the very family members of the Sovereign, are to be celebrated as heroes of the Protectorate. They died while embracing their highest calling and service to the Sovereign, and he has personally mourned their loss. Any discussion of causes outside of natural disasters or of foreign actors being involved are to be scrubbed, and their authors are to be reported for mental refreshment. Any discussion or analysis indicating that the war with Auntie's choice is escalating, or that the Protectorate is losing ground, is to be replaced with assurances that the war continues to go well and that the Sovereign will soon dismantle Auntie's petty machinations and feeble aggressions. I really don't like picking between two shitty sides. You can't get us here. kind of every war is. Yeah, but here... Oh. That's asteroids. Apologize. So here it's a corpo, which in this instance, spoiler territory, is Auntie's choice. So Auntie and Spacers has merged. It was a hostile merging. Seems like Auntie is the one that's in charge.
Engaging combat protocols.
Not walking this off. Let me back up. Knew you had my back.
So and then the Protectorate is a bunch of brainwashing psychopaths. Warning, do not proceed if you are not the Sentinel Administrator of the Ministry of Accuracy. Failure to heed this warning if you are not said Administrator will be met with severe consequences. Please select a report you wish to view. So Corpo versus Mad Scientists? No, more like Scientology without the space Jesus. They worship a math equation. And think that everything in the universe is predetermined by this math equation. And any dissidence goes through mental refurbishment. Or mental refreshment, basically. Nerds. Yeah, basically. Fucking nerds. So yeah. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. Our console has breathed new life into the much-lauded mental refreshment program, graduating hundreds of subjects in record time. Now even the most extreme cases may be rehabilitated and invited back into the fold, their perspective less complicated and more loyal. Once again, tried and true methods win out over needless research and development. The console knows what's best for the Protectorate, and nothing's better than mental refreshment. When your troubled friends and neighbors stray from the bosom of the Protectorate, remember that mental refreshment is the best way back to basics. Once you're there, relearning basic skills will be as simple as second nature. Claims of the Sovereign's leniency are utterly unfounded. Regardless of whom the source of the rumor may be, warden, arbiter, or vigilant, it falls upon every sentinel to ignore claims of clemency and ensure that subjects receive the harshest punishment possible for derelictions of the paradigm. I expect all administrators to observe their wards even more thoroughly from this moment on. We have discovered evidence that there may still be Order of the Ascendant believers living amongst our subjects. Maintain special vigilance over any subjects observed doing complex math equations. As per previous decrees, report any suspicious behavior to the Sentinels. The Order's continued hostility, combined with their apparent involvement in Auntie's invasion, puts the Protectorate in a position where we must quell subversive information about the Order with haste. Double your efforts to sanitize information that runs contrary to Protectorate teachings. Such information is to be replaced with a litany of previously circulated betoken anti-Order information generated by the Office of Consul. Any subjects found making pro-order statements must be reported at once to the Sentinels. So these guys are like mathematician fascists. Ooh, a high security box. I wonder what's in that one. Ooh, a card. Ooh, an auto dock. Ooh, piece of candy. I think this is where we came from. And this is the Skyrim door. But yeah, you can see here that there's right now I only have a handful of recipes is the word I was looking for. And we can break down junk into powder, cloth, mushrooms, facsimation. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, that breaks down into ferrochromium, huh? Can I don't think I can upgrade anybody. I don't think I have his upgrade thing yet. So, reputations and factions. Your reputation represents how you're viewed by the various factions of Arcadia. As your reputation with a faction changes, you receive bonuses and penalties with members of that faction, such as vendor prices or the effectiveness of your speech skill in conversations. We are relatively unknown. We are relatively unknown. We are relatively unknown. Just how I like it. Can't hate me if they don't know me. Oh, we needed pickpocketing, didn't we? Fuck. I need to be able to pickpocket what's-her-face or distract her somehow. But I don't know how to distract her. Oh, we can cycle through them. Tactical Trajectile Defense Dome. Safety Sphere. Projectiles that come too close will automatically be destroyed at the cost of the user's energy. Oh. That sounds pretty cool. What are we wearing for a helmet? Oh yeah. The sheriff's helmet, because it has crit. So we don't have an Ada. So that is one thing that's kind of missing from here. Is there's no Ada. Yeah, so far no Ada. I mean, Valerie kinda fits the bill. Oh, they got rid of the weight threshold. There's no weight. So I can carry all the junk that I want without any issues. Yeah, I know it's not the same, buddy.
unable to access customary greeting bank due to routine internal maintenance. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Presenting the Valerie unit, the latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half the cost. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited.
So we've upgraded her once already. She now shoots ice beams that can occasionally freeze enemies, and she is less susceptible to shock damage. Didn't go pick a side, and that annoys me. I really don't want to help the Protectorate, but that's cool and all, but Ada was sassy. Yeah, I know, buddy.
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one forced rocket for a whole kit of prestige force flow. Straight up.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet.
Shut up, Huel. We don't have a bounty yet. There are no local bounties, though. What was I gonna do? I think we need...
Whoever took down our anti-hologram, is it straight
How do I distract you?
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time?
Oh, we got hack +2. Okay.
I'm not sure why she didn't just tell me that in the first place. Well, we don't want an infiltrator exploiting any of our systems. Go ahead and do what you gotta. Key card to access the terminals, right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it. As a friendly reminder, all sales are final, especially ammunition.
Yeah, so she doesn't sell anything that I really care about. I guess I can sell. You mean this key card was here this whole time and I could have just snuck and stolen it? Are you fucking kidding me? Let's see. There were some interesting mods here. So, utility grip gives crit chance and crit damage. Or we apply a bleed. But it decreases the base damage, so I'm not too... Oh, we could get this. For critical situations where you critically need critical support. I guess we can get that. Why that? Guess we can take those. Okay. Make that. And we can make that. Then silence. And this one. But it did take the damage away. Just yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
My commanding manager gave me great advice. If you got time to leave, you got time to clean the latrine.
If you got time to lean, you've got time to clean the latrine. That's wild. You named? No, you're not named. Are you named? No, you're not named. Alright, let's go. Ooh, is there anything up here? No. Yes. You've actually been told that exact line in a previous job?
I'm starting
Jeez.
to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
No, thank you.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
I got you, boo. Quartermaster's terminal is one large shipment of Spectrum vodka shorter.
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember,
Ooh, we got an
you've
advanced
also made
encryption key.
allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose.
What do you mean, like the one I passed on the way? What do you... What painting are you talking about, lady? Bro, I think she's the Lulu. I don't see no damn painting. Bro, what the fuck are you on about? Am I blind? Well, that's pretty. She's talking about... She's talking about that. Surely not. Oh god, now I'm gonna have to pay attention for paintings that I have no idea what they look like. Alright, let's go see if we can... Fairfield's Town Hall. That is...
So who are you rooting
This
for in
way?
the tossball leagues this season?
That's what this is, ain't it?
Minister, I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving myself to you time and again,
Maybe she
haven't
meant the
I?
paint on the building?
All I'm asking is a mite of trust. let me fix my arm, and I'll...
Calm down. You know
His
the
little
risks you
baby
enhanced
arm.
troopers present. My utilizing you at all was a kindness on your behalf.
I'll calm down when you stop bringing your little
Grandma Strong
excuses.
Hand.
How about that?
My, such aggression. We scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies.
Damn.
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous
Well, it is
creatures
poisoning
for you,
her.
alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Forget him. Join me. I've got a ship with beds, snacks, and just a little residual trauma. Let Inez fix her graft, and then you won't doubt her efficacy ever again. Ooh. Should we try this? It could backfire. Although I did save it, so we could have a glitch and, you know, have it reload or something.
That's surely the most tempting offer I've heard all day.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Those unfortunate glitches, yeah, you just gotta watch out for them.
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. If you're serious about that job offer, come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, if you're finished urging workers to quit, let's move on. I can tell you are a person of action, and I need the aid of such a person in Westport. Perhaps you may be willing to work with me? Though, of course, I would care to hear what you wish of Paradise Island first. Best to help another while helping oneself.
Who says I desire anything? I'm just passing through. So we have the option, Revy, and everyone else who wasn't here yesterday, of helping either this clown or the military leader basically wipe out, well, not really wipe out, effectively wipe out Westport, the city that was just underwater that we were at, 5 minutes ago, that we have a quest to go do. He wants his done like through subversion and trickery, and the military one is obviously the more frontal assault kind of solution. But I really despise helping corpos. But I also don't really like helping deranged psychopaths. So I'm up in the air on this one. If I could do nothing and let them destroy each other, I would. But unfortunately, I need one of them, one of the three, to get into the Vox relay.
Tisk tisk. I appreciate your devotion to remaining mum, but I simply cannot work with a freelancer who I do not intimately understand.
of
Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Though I should warn you that if you choose to do so, Commander Carr shall not be pleased and will likely refuse to work with you herself.
I spoke with Acquisitions Officer Cower. She seems she wants me to work with her over you. Oh, you quit because we were treating you unfairly. Oh, you're being hired by this person? Hey, how about you work for me? In turn, getting back my employee without any effort. Yeah, that's... I mean, not really, because we're a freelance contractor, right? So they're not directly employed. So it's kind of yes, but also kind of no. What's your plan?
Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yeasayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion.
Skip the preamble. What do you need? I've been there. Place says 1 foot in the grave or in the ocean.
Yes, it is a grim place. But the Protectorate hangers-on who remain there are anything but inclined to move on. Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind. How it solves problems, what it desires, how it can be swayed. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry, the choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you.
Even a go-getter like me needs advice from time to time. Got any? Thought you were the marketing specialist, or is that hat just for show? Why is converting Westport's subject so important? This all sounds like it's more in someone else's skill set. Sorry. Your dad had something like that happen years ago. He quit his company for a better job, then the new company got bought out by the old one, so he went back to working for them but kept the better offer. That's lucky. Also, welcome in, Daro. Good to see you, bud. Mr. I don't reply to DMs. I don't know who I want to help. This is actually... Like I said, if I could choose to help neither of them, I would.
That is a shame. I hope you change your mind.
Anything could happen. And by anything, I mean nothing.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. I'd like to take you up on your offer, if you're good for it. You're going places. Could be I'm keen on heading that direction myself. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice.
Why would you want to go back? Yeah, this one.
I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something?
Hang on, didn't you just leave because they refused to let you get treatment? Being alone has got to be better than being treated like a broken product.
Look, I know what I signed up for when I joined the Enhanced Soldier Division. Ain't nobody's fault that things went awry, but it would be my fault to mope about it.
Spoken like a true corporate drone. Can't even see the wrong that's been done to you.
I don't see the Earth Directorate hard at work addressing your grievances, yet you still call yourself an agent. Agent? I get it.
Ooh,
you're skeptical.
sick comeback.
If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print.
I believe you.
Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Graffs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mine the ship.
Go ahead, Val.
Acknowledged.
After you.
What do you offer, though? Inez's training as a doctor gives her good understanding of the anatomy of combatants. Inez's accuracy is increased significantly, and she will actively target enemy weak spots. Ooh, sniper after my own heart. Additionally, her weapons shots will periodically stun her target. Ooh. Occasionally tosses medicine packs near you. Walking over them automatically uses them, reducing your toxicity buildup or crash duration. Medicine packs break apart on their own after a moderate duration. Aww. The stun could be pretty good. But the healing pack is also pretty good. Inez's graft has failed. She does not have a companion ability to start with. Fuck it, let's take care of this while we're here. See this guy? He's so cute! He's got a little Sprat helmet on. And his name is Copernicus! Look at that! He's adorable.
Hello again. Was there something you... Oh, Inez! You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you.
It's good news. Inez is now free to fix her graft. She says you can help.
Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Well, now you can do more. I can see why Inez trusts you. I don't think anyone else in Auntie's Choice gives a damn.
Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens.
What?
The first candidate is the skeleton crabble.
Oh, God
It
damn
has
it.
a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average Crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
And
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
Any ideas on how to kill
When
her?
you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours.
Kill the creatures, chop off their parts. Seems straightforward enough.
Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Law guide you both out there.
Thanks, I'll take help from any and every higher power at this point. Let's go hunting, Inez. We are not ready for that, so, I don't think this will show. Yeah, I don't think it'll show what we need here. Need 3 more of these magazines. I guess we can go do this then. In the meantime. Yeah. Guess we can just go to the chapel, see what this is here. Or actually, what is this over here? Such a long way. But if we're lucky, maybe we'll find something good. So we can go here, and then go there, and then go down. Hopefully in that order. Echoes of the End Enhanced Edition is on sale. Nice.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Floyd be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse.
It's a liberated colony. I can stand wherever I like. This one.
That right. Earth Directorate. Not many would claim such affiliation these days. None from Arcadia have the knowledge to lie about it. What's your business at the Vox?
I'm hunting a fugitive of justice who may have left clues there.
Sounds serious. Were it in my power to offer aid, you'd have it. Alas. Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Antes forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be.
Okay. Holding the line this close to the bridge is an impressive feat. Regardless of the danger, I still need to get to Vox. Any advice off the record? Why have you halted your advance? Aren't the AC forces winning? What about the soldier who went out in the minefield? Didn't realize Auntie's choice staffs its army with clerks instead of soldiers. And I didn't find any stuff before talking to him. Let's appeal to his leadership.
It is difficult for me to accept such laudations at the moment, given recent losses. But I suppose you make a fair point. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change.
I have a wild idea. Hang your orders and assault the bridge with me. I heard your subordinate mention Scrabbles earlier. What is that?
I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family.
What?
Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though. Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
It'll be fine. This clipboard is filled with rough cartoon sketches of a Sprat participating in a variety of non-Sprat activities, piloting a dropship, playing pitchball. Big, blocky letters announce the adventures of Scrabbles the Sprat in space. Every page is signed simply by the artist, Schultz. Aww. Alright, where's Schultz and Sprat? I gotta find them. I gotta find them. I gotta bring them back. Ow. Are they even out here? Don't see any bodies. Holy shit. Oh, maybe that's... Berserker flak jacket? Shock soak. Okay, okay.
myself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago.
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet.
I think this might belong to you, buddy.
I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! Hardly the worse for wear. You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch.
Awesome. I've always wanted to do drugs.
Seems everyone's scoring big today.
Primers are special tools that synthesize healing medicine through your inhaler. In your inventory, you can equip and slot primers, changing the effect and potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your playstyle or upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Various perks and equipment also grant you additional inhaler slots, letting you equip more than one primer at a time. This increases the amount of healing you receive at the cost of higher toxicity whenever you use your inhaler. Need to stand. What you got here, boo? Protectorate continue to mock us with our dead, leaving them exposed to our sightlines. War is often full of indignities, but seeing my fallen comrades displayed in such a loathsome manner frosts my blood. If only I'd been able to take the bridge when we first invaded, like I'd aimed to. Babylon reamed me good for pressing my advantage when she'd given strict orders to the contrary, but had I been successful, her tune would have been sweetened, I'm sure of it. It has been months now with no change in perimeter, only a steady deterioration in morale. I plan to petition Kaur a third time to let us forge ahead, seize the bridge, and bury our fallen, but at this point I am disinclined to hope. While breaking my fast this morning, First Officer Schultz approached me with a plan to end the barbaric exhibition at the bridge. Perhaps I ought to have disabused her of the notion outright, but I confess I was curious and let her present her strategy. It surely couldn't be any worse than what we've tried during the invasion, utilizing a raft full of explosives to breach the wall. I still maintain this was an excellent idea, regardless of the outcome. Rather swiftly, I recognized my error in having such a relaxed countenance about the matter. Schultz wants to traverse the minefield during a Protectorate shift change and cut the bodies down. I've scarcely been subjected to a more reckless and foolhardy endeavor, and did not mince syllables about it. One might best picture her reaction as akin to a kicked canid pup. I still feel rancid about the entire exchange. After all, I share her frustrations, but best not to let such wild ideas go further than talk. Guess the passcode. Oh yeah, baby. What follows is an entirely true account. Chapter ? While I had faced many tribulations in my long illustrious career, serving as commander for the forward operating base presented my greatest challenge to date, as I was forced to contend with a supercilious superior whose arbitrary orders made not a lick of sense. Fortunately, such tyrannic supervision did not dissuade me from seeking meaningful engagement with the enemy. The bridge, which had heretofore remained unmolested since our initial scrap, fell within an hour once I gave the order to charge. After such a lengthy period of inaction, we caught the enemy unawares, as had, of course, been part and parcel of my grand strategy all along. The chapter continues below in an unedited wall of text that would make all but the most avid reader's eyes glaze over. Memoir, working titles: Constant Victory, the true story of Emil Torres, Becoming Auntie's Favorite, a memoir. Better to Ask Forgiveness, the life and legacy of Emil Torres, Choosing the Best, and it's me, Emil Torres. This guy Emil's a character. Is there anything else worth anything in here? Probably not, unfortunately. Fuck your radio. I said it. I wonder if I can cut down there hanged, but I didn't see any bodies. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. Can't do anything about it. Nope, can't seem to do anything about it. They're just that's terrible, dog. Should be ashamed, sir.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Flash of dying over here.
Oh my gosh. Need some no loitering signs? Terrible.
Knew you had my back. Nobody around. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
What do you mean?
Knew you had my back. Ain't nothing there. The idea is to kill them before you die.
What the? I fucking guess. I need to read what his fucking skill is. I think maybe need more damage guns. Yeah, unfortunately, this is about all I'm really able to have.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
But I'm also playing on very hard, so they do like a shit ton of damage. Give it like good shoddy and they won't get close enough to damage. Well, I don't really want to look anything up, so until I naturally find a sniper rifle, I'm kind of just stuck.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Oh, the other one. The other one was behind us. find a spot they can't reach. It seems they've fixed the AI, and so they can like jump up and stuff. Like they're not just stuck most of the time.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
It's just you kind of have a pea shooter against a pack of invisible tigers. Yeah, I completely understand. There's nothing I can do about it. I have a shotgun, but they don't. Obviously, shotguns don't have a range. Yeah, he's used to that. Wow. Ban that guy. Thank you, sir. Alright, where's the third one then? What the fuck?
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
I'm back. Hey, got a distraction for you.
The fuck is he going? The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you, reckless leadership. Your leadership techniques leave a bit to be desired, with your companions often finding themselves in harm's way. You're no longer able to revive your companions in combat, but whenever one does go down, your other companion will get a boost. They are fully healed and immediately fill their companion ability meter. No. No. That's terrible. 80 roll-ups, crab witch, some soda. Fuck it. Oh, that was almost bad. Ooh. Seems they haven't fixed the yeet yourself off the cliff problem we had with Avowed. Ooh, an explosive grenade. Don't mind if I do. Transfer orders, reassignment, forward operating base, direct report, Commander Emil Torres. Effective immediately. Notes, do not engage with wildlife or Protectorate soldiers. The Raptidons here are not your friends. Do not treat them like the tame ones back home. Who are you? Corporate trooper with a skull on his head?
Would be more pleasant if Auntie didn't airdrop them raptidons willy-nilly. Sure makes getting from A to B a pain.
Blame Spacer's choice. They're the ones who first weaponized livestock in such a manner. Auntie just acquired and rebranded the idea when she came to Tau Ceti.
Right. Poor Auntie. Her hands were tied.
I heard you all bred the raps for diet toothpaste and such originally. Only taught them to heal and kill later.
Ain't sure who you all is referring to. Me? I prefer for the raps to stay wild. Free. They're better off out here than in cages in a cargo hold.
Better for them, sure. Not so much for us.
Yeah, I mean...
Carr mentioned this place once. Trained up arbiters to kill without remorse. Hate to think what that education entailed. We'd do well to watch ourselves with the Dragoon patrolling. I don't exactly pass muster as a protectorate nestlebug.
Leaders and bosses, particularly tough enemies, are noted via their health bar, signifying that they are especially challenging. These are reserved for the leaders and strongest fighters of a group. These enemies are more resistant to certain powerful effects, requiring them to take damage first and make them weak. So, do we have any shock grenades? We do not. I'm gonna regret this.
Let me handle this.
I immediately regretted my decision. Ah, the Soviet Russia perk? That's terrible. I didn't see that until just now.
Looks like a fight.
Oh my god, he just shotgunned me to the face. Okay, we can't fight this guy. Not yet. Even with 4 grenades, although some of them I'm sure missed. But they also do like 100 damage each, so it's not ideal. So we're just gonna mind our fucking business and keep going south. For now. Until we get a couple more levels. And maybe a better gun. What's that fucking squishing sound? Who are you? Corpo Trooper. Main Trooper.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose raptidons wandering around. You know that Auntie's choice ain't liable.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm.
Oh great, a 4.72. Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
Arboreal Screamer. That's a weird name for a creature. Ooh, what's down here? It's covered in poison, so it's probably good. Is it just me, or is the color palette of this planet like Namek? Yeah, kinda. I'd say that's a fair.
Must be an
least a few usable parts in here. It's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris?
Just bits of scrap, nothing complete. Can I ask why?
Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto mechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they?
What are you trying to convert mechs to do?
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Such is the way of war. Better learn to tighten your belt. It's not going to get easier anytime soon.
True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts.
Yeah, I won't. What's mine is mine, buddy. Defensive plates? Yeah, we already have that, though. These uranium tanks appear to be intact. Despite the damage they've suffered, there should be enough uranium inside to create several uranium grenades. No, we don't have science. We are dumb. But we know where to come back if we do get science. Some Krabby Patties. Freaking crabs are crazy difficult to fight. This crab gave him the people's elbow. I got a bad feeling about this. The people's claw. Touche, salesman. Let's save it before we do something stupid, as we are like to do. What is up, fellow?
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Ooh, fairly handy with Automechs if there's work. Hell yeah.
Oh, there's work all right. The Marshal told us not to turn
Damn,
anyone
Missy's
useful
cute.
away.
Holy shit.
And left us to interpret what that means.
Then again, what are the odds that an auto-mechanical repair technician just happens by in a time of war? How do we know you aren't a spy from Auntie's choice?
No, I don't have a speech of 3. Could always take my word for it. I'm very trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. Don't even try getting through this checkpoint without approval. We're low on everything but bullets. What did I tell you? Unless you've got approval, you can make like a sprat and skedaddle.
Fine.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning,
Watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Sounds serious, everyone. All right?
Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Access granted. Yo, girl, can I get your number? Take that as a no. Stealing. Ugh. Is everything always stealing? It's just transferring ownership. Yo, bro, can I get your number at gunpoint? The gun was accidental, okay? It wasn't intentional. She'll understand. I'm just so happy to see her. I got stiff. You know what I mean? Ayo is exactly right. So, there's a ship in your... Oh, this goes up. I was expecting it to go down. Who are you? I can't read your fucking name. Dimitri Cantwell. Make sure the safety's on, mate. I can't promise anything. I'm a loose cannon. I'm gonna regret this, but let's see what's down here. Sniper cloak. Shiny servo ferromech. We're a little crabby. Oh, that was stealing. Oh, oops. Well, that was kind of uninteresting. I don't know if there's anything this way then. So far, I'm glad that the big ones aren't alive. Like that one. It's a little scary. Watch, I'm gonna pop around here and we're gonna get freaking surprised by one. Weird that there wasn't a crab fight yet. Oh, holy sh... Okay, I'm sorry. The first things we died to were crabs. Like, I tried 3 different occasions and died every time. So yeah, there was death by crab several times already. It left me feeling a little crabby. But to be fair, I was a little shellfish. Yeah, but the big ones on the beach? Oh. I'm sure you could defeat them now? No. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I have the exact same gun. I have a couple more perks since then, but the weapon is the same. Actually, I guess that's not entirely true. I do have the... silencer on it now, so it's even less effectual. Ah, there they are. These pits make me think of frickin' mud crab pits.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go talk to this goofball in here first. I guess. Ooh, is there anything here? Mud crabs are nasty buggers? Yeah. These were definitely modeled after mud crabs. I haven't even found their weakness. Very pinchy sort, yeah.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon.
Avoid eye contact and back away slowly. Slow down. What are you babbling about?
Well, I speak of the crabbles, of course.
You're babbling about
You
crabbles?
must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army.
Egads, you might have a legitimate cause for alarm. Thank you, my friend. Crabbles seem fine to me, like crabs, but more. That's a massive caterpillar on his face? Yeah, bro is rocking it. Bro's probably got a bush so big that the... what is it, the Knights of Knee? No, that's not right. Warriors of... no. Thing of Knee? Damn it, it escapes me. From Monty Python. That shrubbery right there would, yeah, would appease them, surely. Any one of us could be a crabble in disguise. What if they're just normal animals and you're the one losing his mind?
You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the Crabble threat can and will be defeated. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the
Yeah,
Crabble.
that's right. You know anything about automech parts? The Vigilant in Westport needs them.
Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. That life is behind me. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by Crabbles. Getting better, I think. The Crabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Maybe our resolve has worn down their warlike spirit. Or maybe they're just biding their time.
He seemed
Sure,
nice.
bud. He seemed nice. Is there anything else here we can swipe that might be of use? Doesn't seem like it. Well, butter knuckles. Bring us a shrubbery. Ooh. Any goodies back here? No. Just disappointment and loneliness.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Depends on what you need and what I get in return. I'm looking for some mech parts.
We may or may not have what you need. Speak with Hazel, our ever-reliable and ever-resourceful quartermaster. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the uranium leak.
And you want someone to patch it up, ideally someone disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
I'll work with Delphine and see what I can do.
I tell you, Woodrow, the situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
See, these guys are fucking psychos. Hello.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here.
I'm looking for some parts to reprogram combat mechs. Have you anything like that? Take it something happened to the old quartermaster quarter mech. That's really what you're calling it. This.
You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory.
Where was the quartermech working?
You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? I'd hate for the big guy to get in trouble.
I have to at least consider the possibility.
The quartermech is my responsibility. Claim whatever parts you require from the missing supplies, and we'll call the matter settled. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all.
We haven't met, but it sounds like I ought to fix that.
Delphinia is not very nice. Or maybe she just doesn't like me personally. Anyway, she's very talented, and I'm glad she's helping out. And I'm never going within 10 feet of her again. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. This unit is incapable of misplacement. All transported goods are relocated in accordance with this unit's given directives.
Well, it was worth a shot.
May this unit be of further assistance?
Sure, let's see what you got.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Same, buddy, same. I wish to peruse what you have for sale.
Request not understood.
It only understands the words I've added to its databanks. You wouldn't believe how many words there are for buying and selling. Guess I missed peruse. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's what I used during the initial testing.
Initiating commerce.
Good grief. Xyrenator. Zeranium infused. Fires depleted Zeranium rounds that cause targets to take progressively more damage from this weapon. Can also fire longer in tactical time dilation. Auto mechanicals will take no damage and instead become overcharged. Holy shit. Ooh, he has key. Oh my god, these keys are expensive. Hoverdrome. A pet for your ship. Automatically sent to your kennel upon purchase. Ooh. Okay, so I need both of these at some point. Do I have shit to sell? Let's see. Don't want to sell any of this. Any booze to sell? This pistol seems pretty good. But I can't get this and both of these. Or either of those. So do we want a fun new toy or something that will get us fun new toys in the future? I mean, it's not like we can't come back and get these too. Fuck it.
See you soon, I hope.
See you soon indeed.
Your neighbors, your household pets.
Let's see. Box relay, uninitialized keycard. Requires encoding to be useful. And we'll take a couple of those just to keep. Dock worker jumpsuit, huh?
Outsider?
You probably shouldn't be standing this close to that, buddy. Just
Might be wise to get that large gas cloud right first. Think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Let's see, journal.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
I love being able to get where I shouldn't easily be able to get. Feels like playing, I know I said this before, but it feels like playing, Dishonored. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Steel, but it's up here out of the way. Dishonored had rocket boots? Not specifically, but you could, teleport everywhere, basically. It's kind of the same thing. Man, you'd think there'd be something interesting around here. But no. Ooh, what's over there? Marshal, the evidence shows that exposure to uranium gas causes near-permanent corruption in the targeting and behavioral subroutines of automechs. Even if we could access the repair hangar, we shouldn't be sending these automechs to the Vox relay station. I know you have your orders from Montelli and that he wants results, but what happens to us when our automechs turn on him? We should discuss this in person, Woodrow. Yeah, you guys should probably listen to Buddy Woodrow there. You know what I mean? Seems to know what he's talking about. Are these free? They sure are. Thank you. I like free stuff.
Trouble ahead.
Oh.
Armed and ready.
Oops. Didn't realize it said steel. Oh, god damn it. I was about to have a very bad time. Mantisar pupil? Pupil. Light pistol. So does... Sorry. Is this considered a light pistol? No, it's just a pistol. Maybe it'll work? Okay, so it specifically has to say light pistol in the name. That's kind of dumb. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Mixture of heavy metals, incendiary chemicals, and an improvised mechanical detonator. Someone who knows their way around explosives might be able to cobble these parts into a grenade. Someone who doesn't know such things can only appreciate them from afar.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of uranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
Is there a shadow pistol too? It's gonna banish you to the shadow realm for asking that question. Y'all don't seem on the best terms.
Is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
No, I don't have science. We're dumb again. So blame the uranium gas. Sounds like the damage is already done.
Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses. And he does not tolerate failure. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
Okay. Oh, almost fucked up again. Gardener, huh? Oh, he's got Edward Scissorhands. Nice. Ooh, vendor. Light revolver explosive rounds. Reinforced barrel increases weapon range while reducing recoil. Ooh. Explosive rounds, okay. Plasma blade. Plus 20% damage resistance while gadget energy is less than 50%. Eh. Damage, corrosion, I gotcha. Light pistol advanced mag. Got the silencer. Prism sight. Ooh, kinda want this. I know we need money, but wasn't there a... Yes, there's a workshop right here. Oh, bench. Mod. Oh yeah. There we go. Now I can aim a little bit better. So I can really be disappointed when I don't deal damage. Experimental log X94. I've managed to consolidate the waveform down to a point where it can be generated by a handheld device, but I need something to project a field using it. One enterprising fellow suggested that the catalytic amplifiers used in Dragoon automatics might serve. And the idea has merit. I'll speak to the Marshal about it in the morning. Note to self, one of the automechanicals wandered into my lab, picked up a crate of supplies, couldn't decide where to set them down again, and just gave up. Later, I felt a vibration so hard that dust shook down from the ceiling. Must keep an eye on their behavior. Lucky for you, I found it. By lucky for you, I mean probably lucky for me. So. Concentrated zeranium is most commonly found in industrial settings, regulated, and in the aftermath of warfare, hazardous. Protective equipment is required for closer inspection. However, protective equipment is still hypothetical and pending in invention, ETA unknown. Ooh, an auto dock. Sure. What time is it? Let's talk to her real quick and then...
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
You must be the scientist Marshall mentioned, the one working on shield.
Our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
I could always expedite your work in exchange for something in return.
Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with zeranium gas?
You mean those clouds of fumes around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Oh, dumb again. Sounds useful. How's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
What you want? I'd be willing to help.
Good.
I like good stuff.
Wonderful.
I like free stuff.
As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
I have everything I need.
So exhilarating to have a new subordinate.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
look
whoa, whoa.
forward to
Not a sub.
thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Isn't she a hoot? Alright, that's gonna do it for us tonight, though. I am getting eepy, and so it must be time to go to bed. Let's hit you with a thank you. Hit you with just some raid messages. Let's see. Who is still on? A long time since we've raided Kath. Thank you for being here, buddy. Yeah. So the plan for tomorrow is I don't have a plan yet. I want to keep playing this. I should keep playing Final Fantasy. I don't know if Valky's up for playing Wild Hearts with what he's going through. So trying to avoid as much spoilers as possible while still being a good mod. You're fine, buddy. You can lurk and do something else. It's not a big deal. Not worried about it. So yeah, I will, I'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, that's gonna do it here for us tonight. Take care of yourselves till we see you again. Try to be kind to yourselves. I know it's not easy, but do it anyway. And, yeah. Hope you have a good end of your week. We will catch you on the flip side. Sounds good. Have a good night. No, you. I don't have anything to drink. I drank it all. I'll get something now. Good night.